Hi there, thanks for tuning in again. In this video I will cover 2 months, so October and November. And as you can see by the title of this video, it will be a little bit tougher for me because a few days ago we lost a dear colleague and friend. So more on that in a few seconds, and let's just get into it, okay? Well, as I just mentioned, this video is a little bit heavier, I think, because we just lost last week. It's just 7 days ago. We lost our colleague and friend Colton. So my original plan was actually to film a video for November and then just post it, and then for October, and then later on one for November, and keep it separate. But since I didn't want to film a video and just pretend as if nothing happened in that regards, that I did not lose a colleague and friend, I thought let's just do both months in one video, and this is what I'm doing here. So I tried to run through all the stuff that happens. Most of it is quite mundane over the last 2 months, quite quickly, because the important thing is, of course, the tragic loss of Colton. So the October basically started with me having technical problems with my videos. So the last video, as you have seen, I just posted very late. I posted it in early December, and it was meant for September, so it should have been posted early October. But I filmed it by mistake in cinematic mode, which means that the background is blurred, and this blurred background needed a lot of processing time. So I was just able to download the video from my cell phone a few days later. Actually days, not just hours. And then I never found the time to actually edit it, because it was almost 50 minutes long. So that took quite a while. And then when I exported it, Adobe Premiere was not really working well, and it was crashing a lot. Maybe because the video was so long, or maybe my computer is too slow. I don't want to put it on Adobe. Just on Adobe, might have been my computer as well. But then it lay around for quite a while, like I put into the description of the last video. But a lot of the clips inside were showing Colton, how he was smiling into the camera, waving, being happy, and I just wanted to send those images into the world. And that is why I finally decided to publish that video, even though it was quite late. And like I said, this one I film with a little bit of delay again, but I just want to cover both months at once and talk a little bit about Colton as well. So like I said in the previous video, I got a new project a while ago where I am quite busy with, and where the creativity was not that high, because I had to work from scripts and create content based on that. So creativity level was put quite down, and stress level, because we had very little time, quite high. But that changed over the last few weeks, because we now create new content, and not just from storyboards. We create that stuff on the go, and it is more collaborative, and people, so my colleague who is managing that project brought everyone into brainstorming. So it also, over the last 2 weeks, though we had a lot to do, at least we had some days in between where we were just actually planning and brainstorming. So that was helpful to get our minds a little bit down. But yeah, so otherwise really just mundane stuff happened. Like Saturday, October 18th, I was going with my sister to an outlet mall to just get some new clothes and stuff, some new shoes that I needed, because my old ones, all of them were basically not usable anymore. The soles were dented and stuff like that. So, and I think I mentioned in the last video that that also kept me from going on a hiking tour, because my shoes weren't just up to the task. So that was one of those reasons. Then a heavy thing happened on October 21st. There my brother called me and told me that he just had a heart attack. So like I actually googled what it was in English. I think it is called like a something with a back wall infarction. So basically something that is very hidden and you could easily miss. Fortunately, he didn't miss it and went quite early into the hospital, so that they caught it in time. He got 2 stents, and then things, after a few days he was out and things got better. In the meantime, I was invited by my friend Alex again to just have some dinner with him and friends. So that was a nice distraction from what was going on with my brother. And I wanted to film like I filmed his cat, who usually sleeps in the weirdest positions and in the weirdest places. So I wasn't sure if I should put this video clip in here, because it is so banal, but maybe it's nice to make this video a little bit lighter. Then we get into November, and on November 2nd, my brother had a second infarction, a second heart attack. And he again quickly noticed it. So maybe I'm not even sure if I think he didn't mention if it was a second infarction or not, but he was just not able to walk anymore. So he called the ambulance again. He got a 3rd stent. And a few days later he was released again from the hospital, and things were going better, going upstream, you know. Then on the 15th of November I was actually visiting my mother again, and I mentioned my mother in the past a lot because she's quite complicated, and my sister even broke up the contact with her because she was just never going to the neurologist as she promised, because she is getting forgetful, and we don't know what's going on, and she is just denying that, and she does not want to go to a doctor. So that is why my sister said, okay, until you go there, I will not stay in contact. Also, there were other things in her childhood that doesn't make that relationship that great to begin with, and the same is, I guess, true for me, but my sister for sure got the toughest part. So so basically what I need to do is look into if we can force some help onto her, because I mean, she already has someone who is helping her with her finances and stuff, but her flat is terrible. She was always a pack rat, but it's just getting worse now that she not even can do anything. We told her a lot of times that she can get help and that the insurance will cover that, but she is just also neglecting that, denying it, and she doesn't want to have someone else in her flat. But as you can see here in these images, she needs help because she cannot live in a situation like this. And this was actually the couch on which she was sleeping, because the bedroom she locked, because she put boxes in there and everything is full. She cannot even sleep on her own bed. She claims that it is closer, the couch is closer to the bathroom at night, but it's not really true. The bedroom would be closer, but what can you do? So that is something I guess I need to look into. But yeah, I was going with her for lunch that day, and she wanted me to let her know before when I will come by, so that she can prepare. She said she needs like 3 hours to get ready to leave the house. When I arrived after I called her before that to remind her that I will be coming by. She was sleeping. Don't know if she forgot or not, but she was sleeping. She was not ready, but then we had to still go because she also had to eat something and I was also hungry, and so we just left with her looking a little bit unshoveled, but you know, it is a lot of stuff to take in there, and I guess I need to look into that further in the future. But yeah, that's that. And my brother around the same time got into physical rehab, which is good. So he was there for 3 weeks, and he just came out last Tuesday, which is December 1st. And at the same day, I got the news that I told you about at the beginning, that Colton, our friend and colleague, passed away very unexpectedly. He was a good friend and not just a colleague. I mean, we are a team of, I think, 4 or 5 people now. I think I don't even know. I think we are 5 and we were 6 with him. Some people from an extended team. I think overall our team with everyone, even the extended colleagues who are working in different work streams, we are like 7 people. So it's a very small team, and we all knew each other pretty well and pretty intimately. Like I said, we met also for the first time in person quite a while ago. In the last video I shared some images from our summit where I met him in person and where the friendship even deepened. So it's making it tougher, but I wouldn't want to miss this time with him, you know, so to get him know him even better. So I worked with him for 13 years. The last few years very intensively, also in regular calls to just get to know each other even better. I worked with him in some projects very, very closely, especially over the last few months. I also, before I had this new project, I worked with him in a project for months. So that was a great time we had together. So it is really tough, and our whole team is trying to work through. I am very thankful for the fact that I knew him. I'm very thankful for the fact that the company and our leads, who still need to work through it themselves, are giving us the time to process and to not think about work. So for the last few days, even today, nobody had the expectation of us to really get things done work-wise. We have a meeting today to help us cope. So a lot of stuff is done there to help us. So I'm very thankful for it. I'm sure I will still struggle with this for quite a while, like we all will. But yeah, so that is something I just wanted to share with you, to let you know that that you never know what happens. You know, the last few meetings I had scheduled with him, one was cancelled. We had to cancel due to the fact that the daylight saving time was changing the meeting, the regular meeting we have with the team. So we had just the team meeting and we had to cancel our one-to-one. And the last one we had, we were both so in stress with our projects that we both said, hey, can we cancel it and just meet next time? Because we thought there always would be a next time, until it isn't. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you, to just let you know where I'm standing right now, to let you know and remind everyone that it is good to take the time to meet with people you like and love, to not postpone stuff just due to stress, you know, because you never know what happens and if there will be a next time to meet. And yeah, so it also inspired me to get back to my hobbies, because you never know how much time you have yourself, and you should not just live for your work. You should work to live, as they say. And I will do some more videos for my review channel, I guess. I was creating this video, which I otherwise would have likely postponed until who knows when. So yeah, so as I said, you think a lot about yourself, about life, not just about the colleague you lost. You think about a lot of things, a million things, and yeah, and you should learn from it. Hopefully, I try, and that will also translate into me trying to live a little bit more healthy again. Because this whole series is about me losing weight, but over the last few months, and I guess that was also a contributing factor to the fact that I did not post my videos that regularly recently because I wasn't happy with the results. It's just one small thing, I guess, that was impacting the delays, but also just the stress I had with everything that was going on in life. But you should take the time for it. It should not be an excuse to not do the stuff that you like. And I like to do these videos, you know, it's helpful. And my review videos on my other channel even more. So yeah, so it also inspired me a little bit to remember what makes you happy and to pursue that. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into the weight results. As you can imagine from what I just said, they are not that great. It didn't change that much actually from the last video that I posted, which was from the end of September, start of October. So I will give you the values from then the ones that I had in the at the start of November, where I didn't post a video, and then the stuff that I came out of my results just last Sunday, where I weighed myself. I don't actually know which date it was. I will put it here so you can see. So that is not very much happened positively with my weight, mainly because I mean, it was going up and down over the last 2 months, but not much changed. I was already down a little bit over the last few weeks, but last week I was just leaning into comfort food. But also, like I said, I will be inspired by the fact that you don't know what life has in store for you, to just try harder again. I guess in December nothing much will happen due to it being Christmas time, and you will likely have some nice food there, and myself as well. But next year I will lean more into it again, and also I will have to check out myself because, like I just said, my father had a heart attack back in the day. My brother just had a heart attack. My mother, I forgot even to mention, was in the hospital a few days ago because a doctor was sending her there to check her heart. They didn't find anything acute, but apparently there's also something wrong with her heart. So I guess I should also check out mine, because if everyone else in the family has issues, even my sister has like a raised heart rate. It's nothing that is impacting her in regards of the risk of heart attack, as I understand it. But still, the heart seems to be something our family struggles with. So next year I also will check out. We'll get a complete checkup, including the heart. So that is what I'm planning to do. But now, without further ado, the weight results. So I got from 122.4 kilo, which is 269.8 pounds, to 124.1 kilo, which is 273.6 pounds. And now I am at 124.4 kilo, which is 274.3 pounds. So I am about 12 kilo about my lowest I had over the last few months. So I need to get back there. So I gained like 12 kilos again, which is not great, but it is what it is. My body mass index went from 35.4 to 35.9 and then 36.0. The body fat went up but then down again, which is good. I guess I was walking a lot over the last few weeks to get my head clear. So body fat is from 36.5 to 38.2 and then back to 36.8. The muscle mass, the same then, but the other way, from 28.2 to 27.3 and then 28.0 again. And the visceral fat, the internal fat that is the dangerous fat, went up from 19 to 20, which is something I really need to work on, and it stays at 20. So I think I got some nice ideas how to get rid of the visceral fat. I just saw a video where they say eat a lot of food that is colorful because it has something, I think it called carotene or something like that, and that is helping with burning visceral fat. So basically bell pepper, tomatoes and stuff like that, as well as the advice to have some cycling sessions. So maybe I will get like a stationary bike. So we will see. So that is what went on with me. Like I said, I will still have a tough time to process what is going on in my team and how we deal with the loss of Colton, not just work-wise, but also emotionally. You know, it is just a week. I'm happy that I'm even now able to talk about it without my voice stumbling and without my tears crawling out of my eyes again. But yeah, it was a tough week and it will hopefully get easier, but yeah, that's that. And I hope your last 2 months were happier than mine. I hope December will be a little bit more friendly with all of us, with myself and with you. I hope we have a great December, even though it is already like a quarter or a third through. I guess this video is also a little bit late again, and I might have done it even a week earlier, but like I said, there were so many things going on in my life. So I think last Sunday I wouldn't even be able to record anything. I wouldn't be able to talk. Or last Monday, was it? No, last Monday I didn't even know that he was gone yet. So I should have maybe done it there. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. So I hope you have a great time. I hope I get a little bit more successful with my weight loss again. I hope I can finally cope better with what happened. And that's basically it. With that being said, I say as usual, stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.